Hi everyone. Right, I'm going to show you how to make one of these, and it can go on any project. They're very simple, very easy to do, and take a few minutes. But if you've got things like this, which is bling, flat bling or anything like that, I've got several kinds here, and let's get ready. So you need a little bit of netting because you need something for the beads to adhere to, and then you need a focal point. So what I did, I just put a little double glue on, and you start your points. So I'm going to copy this one and just stick that on there like that. Now you do have to get them facing each other. I'm just going to take another one like that, and hopefully we get these facing each other. I can't see from above because my camera's there, but hopefully we'll get it right. And then I took two smaller ones like this, and I put them across the middle. Now don't use too much glue because it doesn't work. And because I've got long nails again, it's there. I think that looks the same as that. And then I took 4 of these, and we put them in those sections there. But it's great to make your own embellishments. And you can play around and make lots of them. And it's one way of using up all your bits and bobs. So I'm just going to change that one in there, lay that flat. Oops. And do the same with this one. Like that. And we've got that middle section. And the best thing about this is if you get it wrong, you can take it off easily. It's, you know, quite easy to do that. Now, I've got 2 of these, and one has to sit here, that way, like that. One sits there, and then on top of that, I'm going to add these. So I think what I'm going to do first is add these, the teardrop. And they are all flat backed. And that has to be as straight as possible. And then that one can fit in. Just there. And we need them to lay flat but tight up against each other. See how easy and quick it is? It's not hard at all. Oops-a-daisy. We didn't want that bit. The bit of netting. That's it. Stick that in there. Just going to move this. Pop that there. Level that up. Pop the flower sections in. And it's as easy as that. And there you go. Now I'm going to show you what to do because it's not quite finished. Well, we just have to wait for all of that to dry. That's a little bit crooked for me. So I'm just going to take that off. Pop a little bit of glue, oops, underneath. And line that up a little bit. That's better. Don't worry about this bit if we spill any. It doesn't matter. Now, we do have to wait for that to dry. And they are lovely. You could put them on anything. Make your own brooch. So you could add a back to that now. And then make a little brooch. To go on a project or something. I mean, look, because I've got this one. Let me just get rid of that, all the excess. And then you could dangle something from here as well, so you can extend them. You know, you just do what you want to do. And we can extend that like that. Isn't that fantastic to go on a project? And we could fill this in with some more bling bits. But yeah, it's not hard to do. They're quite easy. And you can pick up these bling bits anywhere. Any art and craft shops or anything like that. So once that's dried, I'm just going to peel that off. And you see the netting it's on. And then you just turn it over. And now we're going to make sure that all of them are joined. So wherever you see a gap, put a little bit more glue in. And we pop it back down. And press that down. And that will make sure that it ends up stiff. It's quite stiff. And just let that dry. And then I'll show you what we do with it. And you can hang pearls from them. I was trying to find my flat back pearls, and I've got some small diamantes here for fillers if I want to. So I'm just going to take a few out and let's see what we can do with this, because I don't want them both the same if I can help it. Let's just see if that's ready to lift. Not quite ready. I take my lighter and you get rid of all the excess material underneath. So let's have a look. Now I do have some of this, which is the AB Diamante trim. And what I was thinking of doing, I still need to put it on there. So what I need to do is to lift this if it's ready. Not quite ready, no. Just hang on a minute. Move all those to one side, because sometimes you do have to prise them off like that. There. Just sit that right. And then what I'm going to do, just trim around it real quick. Close to it as you can. There's probably enough on there for what I need. Yeah. So I'm just going to trim that. I don't need that bit there. Take your lighter, and I'm not sure if you can see this here. And you can just trim that off. And no messing about, no trimming in with scissors or knives or anything. And that's fine. So we're going to use this one now. I'm going to put it on there like that. And then I'm going to cut some of this trim. So let's have a look. We're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We're going to go 16 and then trim that. Where's my little snippers? There they are. Very handy that I bought these little snippers. Like that. And then I'm just going to do some more around here. But we did 16 and 18 there, so one's longer in the middle. And then we need to do 14. Okay, So I'm going to put the longer ones on this side. Now, because the glue has melted out onto here, just put the tip of the glue gun in there and it helps melt it back again. And then you can still add your trim. Like that. We're going to seal it at the back, so don't worry about it. And these go on this side. Again, there's some glue there. Just pop in the nib to secure that, to melt it down, ready to secure this bit. There we go, and we're going to pop that on there, keep that flat. And then we're going to do it again with this piece at the side of there. Pushing that in, and that as well. Now we're just going to let all of that set, and as soon as that's ready, yeah, it's not ready yet, we have to turn it over and we're going to put a little bit of glue just on the edging, which will hold all of those together. And then what I've got, which I think I'm going to do, is I've got some of these little tiny ones and I just want to bling it up a little bit more. So I'm going to stick one in here. So I need my tweezers. Like that. Get the glue off my tweezers. One in here. Oops, a daisy. I may need to just put one in there. Now that's not on that fabric, so I'm going to stop there and do it after, when this has dried. It does look a bit tilted to me, but I'm in the wrong light, so I think what I'll do is I'm just going to snip that one out. Let me use my smaller scissors. I'm just going to snip that one out. So it's easy as that, just to snip it out of place. I'm going to reuse it. It's not going to go to waste. Just singe all of the edges so that it's ready for it. That's exactly how I want it. Just going to take another bit of fabric. You don't need much, just a piece. There we go. So I've got my piece. I'm putting that back on there, and just to hold it down, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here on the back, just to hold it down onto my fabric and onto the board. Now we can take all of the excess glue bits off after. Oh, that looks lovely, doesn't it? See, like that. Now, there I can see a little bit of glue, but I'm not bothered about that. What I'm going to do is to melt the glue gun into there in the nib, and then just push that together. That's it. Like that. And then I'm going to continue doing the sections. Yeah. So I'm going to turn this around while I work around there. So these beads are actually going to be attached to the fabric. Just going to move these out of the way. And work my way around. It just gives that little bit more sparkle, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm pulling the fabric and pushing the bead, and that's going to hold on. Again, pull the fabric. Oops, get rid of that one. If you get glue on them, take them off and just do another one, and then you can take the glue off after. Oh, I've got glue strands on it and it's doing my head in. Again, pull the fabric, push the bead. There we go, pushing that in. Do I need any anywhere else? Yes, I need to put that one back in here. Is that going in? That's it. There we go, like that. And just wait for all of those to dry. But they're almost done. So all I'm going to do now is to add a dab of glue between each one where I've put them and what I've already made. And then place that back down. Push it down, and that seals them all together. A little bit of pressure on them, that's all. That's it. As soon as they're dry, then we shall see what we've managed to build ourselves. So we've gone from that. Let me just put these back before I lose them. Need to cut this. Now it's dry. Like I say, just trim around it as close as you can. Oops, and there's it. And they're quite secure. There we go. Move that out of the way. Take the lighter and we just trim all of that. You're not hurting the stones or anything. Gorgeous. Now, we just need to get all of the I'm just going to melt that one. Can you see it's just splitting? I don't like that. That's it. Yep. So we've now got that one, and we've got a matching one. Now they would look fantastic on a pin to a project. So I hope that's helpful. I'll take some close-ups of them. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.